Anyhow, so his masterpiece is this Diamond Mountain that he painted at 1734. And how big is this? This is about 3 times bigger of your letter size paper, but these are usually mounted, so it's going to be a little bit larger than the self. So it's really unusual in many different ways. So as a Yangban painter, like an elite literate painter, he wrote his name. This is his pen name Kyunghee, and then these are the painting's title, 금강전도, meaning the whole Diamond Mountain. And then this one explaining when he visited Diamond Mountain. Remember, he visited 1711 to 12 when he was 30-some years old. So this explains, like when I visited Diamond Mountain, I want you to remember, the sentiment of it, and that's it. And then the painting is here. So this style of landscape is called true view landscape or real view landscape. It's called the 진경, we've seen earlier. It exists. So how do you know? If you look at the left side, these are the actual photograph of Diamond Mountains. And if you see the right, this is Joseon's painting, Diamond Mountains. So let's hear from one of you. So Paulette, do you think there are some similarities between the photograph and the painting?
Yes, because he did it very well. Is that he does? I think it's very simple. If you look and you see the picture, it will remind you of. So I think he did it. Trying to.
Yeah, I agree, Paulette. You are sometimes disconnected, but I can see that you really think that the Joseon's painting on the right side reflects the photograph on the left side really well. So what the painting shows us is Diamond Mountain is like a rocky cliffs, as you see in the photographs. But then from time to time, you have a little bit soft earth or soft clay mountains covered with trees. The rocky mountains cannot have many trees; it's just rocks, right? So it really showed those contrasts. And then composition-wise, usually people say that there are 12,000 peaks at the Diamond Mountain. So it's more like a Grand Canyon style mountain ridges. It's not like a one mountain in the middle of nowhere. It's like along the east coast, you have whole ranges of peaks and mountains. So it's very difficult to see the whole. So Joseon's solution is bird's eye view. You know the word bird's eye view, as if he sees in the middle of the sky. He created that round composition of the mountains, so the mountain starts in the valleys, right? And if you go all the way in, little by little, all the way in, you will see these many peaks and go over the mountains. And sometimes you can see little pavilion or some Buddhist temples by the stream, but you go over and then basically beyond those high peaks, you will see behind the high peaks, these are the east coast, like oceans. So that is what he grasped. So here, in order to show the Korean landscape, not the imagined landscape or not the Chinese landscape, he created his own brush strokes in order to describe those rocky mountain ridges and then the soft mountains. So it's a subtle color. You can see the coloring all over. So instead of making just black and white brush painting, he added more colors in order to represent the real view, like how the mountain actually is like. This is one of the most important paintings of Korean painting history. he really established Korean view in Korean ink and brush painting style. So this technique will be emulated by other court painters after Joseon's period. So if I show you some more examples of Joseon's works, he made other sceneries along the Diamond Mountains. These are where you can hear the water sound of the water sound. So in the middle of the mountain, these are actually Joseon's friends. So how do you travel? You need a walking stick, and then you also need a young boy to carry your belongings, right? And these young bands, they have a big head, and then that big robe, and then they are roaming around the mountains. But these are waterfalls. So here you can hear only the sound of water. Or this is near Hangang River. So these are big fishing boats here, and then houses are here. So it's not one of Kyunghee Mountain. This is more like his own town. But Joseon liked this kind of watercolor techniques. So he always added a little bit of colors. This is more like a springtime, right? Green leaves all over. And this is one of those mountains of Kyunghee. So, he visited in 1711. So it's a famous Buddhist temple. Before you go outside into the hills, it's called the Chang'an-sa. It's the name of the temple. It's written over here. It's known for these rainbow bridges made of stone. That these are the Buddhist temples. So during your excursions in the middle of the Kyunghee mountain, usually travelers slept in these Buddhist temples. So Chang'an Temple itself was founded in Three Kingdoms period. Joseon painted Chang'an Temple twice. So this is 1711. And then the other here, it says Chang'an in the middle. This is painted 1747. So he visited Kyunghee Mountain twice, and then he painted also twice. So it shows that not much changed, right? You can recognize the rainbow bridges, temples on the left side, and then the rocky mountains in front of the temples. So he painted it twice. And he also visited that Pyun waterfall. This is near Kaesong. Kaesong is the capital of Korea Dynasty. People are again standing at the foot, looking over that colossal waterfall. Like it's how big the waterfall is. It looks like 3 miles or something, right? And then again, two young gentlemen stands with a little boy and the foot. I will show you this. Close up a bit, right? Like you can now see the two young man and then a little boy standing with their belongings. This is a little observation pavilion, and then they are listening to the mountain, the waterfall, and admiring how big it is. So Joseon's painting is really unique. He painted real subject matters. And then this is his own house. You can see himself seated in a small house. He doesn't live in the palace. You can see he lives in a small house, but with a beautiful garden. And then the watercolor, right? He feels very comfortable in his own house.